Good afternoon, folks. It's another subscription-free live TV football broadcast from the Castletown Metropolitan Stadium. One, two. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Just give us a thumbs up if you are hearing us, seeing us in high definition, hearing us in surround sound at the Castletown Metropolitan Stadium for the game. Who've we got? Scoreboard's up. Foxdale visitors against Castletown. Let's adjust the scoreboard. I think we've got a bit of a error there. That's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Team info. Quick, do it. Cal Cup final. Oh dear. Well, that was a tough day out. The Cal Cup. Well played to all involved. Big effort put in by the town. Couldn't quite match the calibre, really, of Geordies, who had some FC Isle of Man players on the bench. But we came away from the ball with our heads held high. Just losing 2-0. They played a clever game, did St George's. Shut Eddie down. And then they brought on Cardi. There was a real force at half time. 2 quick goals and that was it. Cardi's man of the match. And he is one to watch, no doubt about it. So here we go. We've got 3 match officials. We've got Ollie Johnson in the middle of the field. And our lines officials, James Cherry and Tom Halliwell. So we've got it all covered, do you think, for decisions? And quick off the blocks, we've got Danny Lane looking for opportunity, sends the ball over. Not quite sure what the referee picked up there, maybe went out for a throw. Edge was due to be on the subs bench. We've got Ben Shaw running late. So Ollie Edge, starting lineup, and quite justifiable, I will say, because he's played very well, hasn't he, these last few games. He's really come on, leaps and bounds. So we've got Ben Shaw arriving late. Someone say he's signed up for the steam packet. Callow putting it out. So it's a tough game we've got today. As we know, Foxdale, strong side, turned our team over at this fixture at home. It's about 5-0 back in the winter months. And then we had the oh, hello. the unbeatable game where we had the 15-goal thriller 8-7, which was only a few weeks ago, which was our Hospital Cup escapade, which came to an end against Corinthians, where we did get played off the park, and you may remember we had that tackle from Edson that gave him a red card, and hence he's not on the team sheet today. And Corinthians are playing in the final against Russian United. So we wish Corinthians every good fortune in that game. And Ball, the keeper, has the ball. Andy Ball, still suffering from the trauma of shipping, what was it, 8 goals in one game. That was here. So let's just ponder on that, whether he feels a little bit jinxed now at Castletown. Is it going to be a happy place for him? Time will tell. Let's see what the game brings. So we've got Chatwood. Jay Chatwood is back. Skillful player. I think he was missing at the last fixture when we had that away day at Foxdale, and I think we had a 2-2 draw, and it was that last minute goal that broke it for us. But yeah, Foxdale missed out on promotion. I think goal difference got the better of them at the end. So a strong team. And there he is. Oh, rounding the keeper. Under a bit of pressure, punches it away, and Greg Redcliffe. Tom Moore heading ball. We've got Gell away today. He's missing a game for the right reasons. He's not suspended or anything. I think he's away, he's off island. So let's hope you're having a great time wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Oh, Lane has just given the slip there and led off the hook for a moment. So Castletown team looking like they're a little bit ragged at the moment. Can't really put my finger on it. Not quite got that structure. Usually it takes them about 15 minutes to get going. Going to try and get Eddie up in the box later. So he might be treated to a bit of expertise in Portuguese. So this is the end of the season, really. If we don't come away victors in this one, we'll just put the team into hibernation until it all starts again in a few months' time. Fingal just taking it to the byline, but it's out. So let's just see if the technology is working. Who have we got? So if you are watching and the sound and picture quality is to your liking, it's loud and clear, just give us a thumbs up with you, just so I know. I don't want to be stood here talking to myself. You got any comments? Put them in the box. Any forecasts? Any views about the Castletown team and how they're playing and what the future brings for this band of gifted athletes. And of course the Castletown team were glad to be on the pitch today. So we had a bit of a photo shoot before. In fact, this gives me an opportunity just to zoom in. We've got a bit of furniture. Hashtag town. We are the kings of the rainbow message here. There are rainbow laces abound as we, in this part of the world, respect everything and everybody that deserves it. So the referee, Ollie Johnson, giving a Foxdale throw, is he? Lane is just expressing a bit of displeasure. No need for this at this start of the game, but it's a Foxdale throw. Ollie Johnson is the ref. Well, it's time to relax, Ollie. Don't get uptight or engaged in any red card shenanigans. We want a nice, peaceful game. Yep. Because it's not exactly two tribes going to war. This is the Paul Henry Gold Cup, where the top 4 teams have a little tourney. So Castletown get through this. They'll have one more game. And a good reflection on the state of play, really. How we finished up at the end of the season. Had a chat to one of the Foxdale staff, if you like. And he said, "What's happened at Castletown this season? You were dead and buried." Well, you tell me. What did happen? Belief. That's what happened. Manager Gary Sansbury running a team and got them working together. Had a chat with Greg Radcliffe as well, one of our favourites. Loves the old camera. Netted a few goals as well this season. Good influence on the team. And an absolute wizard with a screwdriver. He tells me that he can do any flat pack furniture item in 15 minutes without referring to the impossible to read instructions. What about that? And he's got a decent left foot as well, but just give him a call. You got that cabinet for the bathroom. 15 minutes. The flat pack magician is in the flat back 4. Ollie Edge putting pressure on. Fingal Watson has a shot on goal, and it's saved by the keeper. Saved by the keeper, Andy Ball. Andy Ball. That's a good name for a keeper, isn't it, Andy? And there's our keeper, Callum. Quick distribution to Shearer. Just got a bit of time, looking for options. Not quite getting it high enough. So we got the luxury of match officials. We've got a couple of lines men today, not lines women. Well, that is good for the game. I don't know. Does it slow the game down? I think it does sometimes, but Chatwood isn't slow. He's on the march, and Callow is just forced into taking action and putting it out for a corner. There we go. Okay, steady corner. Keeper saved off the line, was it, by Tom Moore? Well, good position there, Tom. We needed that. Mr. Reliable. And one of the award winners from the dinner at the Bradder Glen last Saturday night. I was off island, so I was able to tune in and see the awards. It was seemed like a good night. Obviously, they're going to be looked after very well at the Bradder Glen with the Thompson connection, which we do like to have. That's what it's all about. But I did laugh. I heard Mark Tier's dulcet tones in the background there. Put in really an execution of the Beatles' Penny Lane in proper Castletown form. Options for Castletown. Castletown team sheet in pink today. All matching the theme of inclusivity. Shearer picking up the ball again, moving up that opposite flank. Ethan Peel up there on the forward line. Good to see. There he is. Peel floating the ball over. Fingal Watson trying to head on, but not really. Any options? Are we missing Gell? I think so. Just that bit of fluidity that he provides when he's on the front line, that mesmerising partnership that he has with Danny Lane that has been so successful in accruing. Must be 40 goals between them. And the latter being in this last stage of the season, really. So what was the secret of Castletown's success? I don't know, but the future is certainly looking very good. Tom Moore picking up the ball, just under a bit of pressure. Nice turn on the defender, pushing the ball to Lane. And Castletown have got themselves a corner. David Hinks. He got David Hinks. Total build. Come on, Greg, get your head on this. And there he is. Yeah, Greg has found his way up. Let's see. Making a run for it. Oh, not the best corner, but I might still get something of it as Lane just picks it up. Perhaps he should have had a shot there, but thought better of it. Chatwood is on the move. And that's Jason Charmer, number 11, who's moving down. The wing there, so we'll have a look through the Foxdale team, again quite familiar. Aaron Costain, offspring of the great Cozzy. Calling for handball, which picked out there. That's Jason Charmer. Just giving Castletown a bit of chance to regroup. Let's get some options. Tom Moore just... He's going to be looking for Radcliffe, isn't he? Radcliffe is on the prowl. Lovely floated ball. Radcliffe is there, almost pinpoint position. Fingal Watterson. And Radcliffe is there. Just exerting a bit of force, and Callow is having to just tidy up as we're just lacking a little bit on that back line. And there is Ethan Peel. Unlucky there just to get adjudicated for the offside. So it's 0-0. 18 minutes gone. Who other notables have we got? Philippe Santos is at number 7 for Foxdale. We've got the Cameen brothers, Scott and Connor, who apparently just live over the hedge at Billy Goat Park. Proper locals. Way out in the wilds of Foxdale. So just over the hedge. So I don't know what that means. Whether it's a log cabin, a mansion, or a caravan with banjos outside. Who knows? But they're regular players week in, week out. We've got Stephen Bettridge, another Foxdale name, Kevin Pullman, Charlie Harrison, Jason Charmer, Jay Chatwood, Matty Cubban, Alex Hughes, and Luke Stewart. And they've got quite a substantial management setup. Anthony Corkill, Mark Smith and Stuart Fail. Take the game seriously. Good looking warm-up before the game started. I think we were able to bring that to you. Had another little try with a new camera. Tried a different angle. Just check what's happening on the signal. Oh, we've got a good audience. Thanks for tuning in. Lovely to see. Here's Lane. Giving a bit of space. So far so good for the team. Let's see if the comments are... Yeah, if you've got any comments, just stick them in the box. Always handy to do anyway, just to check that the technology is working. Foul throw. Oh, dear me. How many foul throws do we get in a year? Or do we give away? 20? Come on, can we do better than that? Is that something that we can do? It's just like a flipping exercise in a rule book, isn't it? Both feet on the ground. And release the ball before it's gone past your head, isn't it? Isn't that it? Is that it? Is that all we got to do? Radcliffe is spreading himself about the pitch. And the referee, as the linesman, signalling for an offside to Chatwood. So that's Aaron. And number 3 is Collis. Aaron, what's he called? Costain. That was him. He absolutely wreaks havoc sometimes. There he is. Son of Martin Costain. Total legend in local football back in the 90s. And a legend he still is. McLaughlin punting the ball forward. Danny Lane jumping high. Shearer on the ball. Edge under a bit of pressure, managing to get it to Thompson. Oh, lovely little ball through to Peel. This is good play if they can just keep it together, but no, the keeper option is taken by the Foxdale defender, and the ball is up on that flank. And big shout from Radcliffe there. Echoing across the Silverburn Valley. Would it? Here he is. He's a total enigma, this guy, isn't he? He looks like he should be playing for Southern Nomads. He's only 25. Looks perhaps a little bit more senior than that. He's in the peak of physical fitness. And he can put a bathroom cabinet together in 3.4 minutes. Fingal Watterson with a header on goal. Got a good turnout with the fans. Coming down. Actually, when you look around the ground, we've got a very good turnout. So, always nice to see. But it's 0-0. We haven't been treated to much spectacle as yet. Oh, good interception there from Fingal, releasing Danny Lane, who's going to perhaps keep it in play. What's the... Oh, no, the referee says it's a throw to Foxdale, I think. I think it was, actually, but maybe Danny's just asking a little bit too much of the time. So, Castletown in the sunshine. Just think you'll be strolling down Arbury Street and Maloo Street into the square that's now pedestrianised completely. The George has been kind of annexed off. Beautifully done. It'll be like sitting on that square in Venice, won't it? You're flanked by medieval architecture. Bloody great bus just whizzing by every 15 minutes, but never mind about that. I do like the one-way system in Castletown, I must admit. Coming up Arbury Road, Farrants Way, into town, does make life quite easier, doesn't it? You don't have to mess about with, you know, the Mexican standoff that you get near the police station and near the estate agents. You just go straight through on the one way. So have the Castletown commissioners got the metal to make it stick all year round? I'd like to see that myself. So, Castletown resident, you're wandering around and you bump into Jimmy Cubban. Just say, hey, this one way's the best thing since sliced bread. And he'll say, we don't make sliced bread anymore. It's shut down in Ramsey. Obviously, we do like to discuss a few topical things when we're sharing this football with you live. What about that David Ashford resigning? Apparently he resigned on Monday, but the letter wasn't really revealed until yesterday. Funny, isn't it, how they do stuff on Friday tea time or Friday afternoon as though people are going to have forgotten about it by Monday. Oh, good effort from Lane, putting the keeper under a little bit of pressure, like that. Bit of wind just keeping the ball coming in at a slower speed. But Castletown will have the wind behind them, I think. Second half. Not that there's much to speak of in this sunshine. Good play from Foxdale there. Shipping the ball around, but dispossessed by Shearer. Charlie Harrison is at number 9, just on the left flank there. He's got Shearer to deal with. Callum finding Lane. Lane is straight away under pressure, but manages to avoid losing the ball. Trying to find Peel. Shearer again, playing the simple ball to edge. Back again. Good skills from Shearer. Callow looking to find Lane. Ball up in the air. Oh, good play from Edge there. Very tasty. Very tasty. Very tasty. Lane in a bit of space. And the ball comes to Shearer again and into Watterson, but we're not really having much of a present on this left side. Now here we have Chatwood getting the better of Radcliffe, pushing the ball a bit too far. And good play by Shearer again, who's had a very good spell. Fingal Watson thinking that Lane is going to be in the fast lane, but not quite. Keeper's getting a little bit excited. The ball is going to and fro between the ends. So a bit of ping pong football. It's quite lively. Edge seems to be playing on good form today. Lane is looking for options. Tom Moore given an opportunity. Is he going to have a crack? He does. And the keeper afraid to use his hands there and boots it away. Ollie Edge in again. Good spell of pressure from Castletown at this point. Shearer having a hopeful boot at the goal. Castletown perhaps getting a bit of an appetite now for what could lie ahead if they start playing football. Radcliffe looking for Fingal, and the ball is skied by the defender. Tom Moore, Mr. Reliable, Mr. Solid, Mr. Award winner at the dinner last Saturday, which looked like a fun night all round. So there we go. Chatwood. He's danger man. Lovely play there. Lovely play there. And yeah, Foxdale looking quite strong as Radcliffe has to take measures to evacuate the ball out. Oh, and that's a good ball. Cosworth, nearly finding some success there, but he was shouted offside. So a bit of a rest. What time are we on? 2 o'clock, so half an hour gone and it's all square. Looks like Castletown have had the edge, I'd say. In fact, they've got the edge. He was on the bench, but sure. Can't even see whether he's turned up yet. I'm not quite clear if he's here. But methinks Hinks is there. I can see him on the subs. But having Ben Shaw on the bench is a useful asset, isn't it? What a great season he's had. Really come on. Bit of a string bean of a player. Filled out a bit, got faster, got a bit wiser. Started using his head on those set pieces. I think he's going away to uni though, isn't he? part of that collective where they just get the game going and then they're off to studies away. I think we're missing Kyle Watson as well. Edson, oh, what's happened here? Chatwood has got one in. Lane is looking to the linesman for some adjudication, but that isn't going to happen. Radcliffe is gesticulating that maybe there was an infringement, but the visitors are 1 up with a Chatwood goal. So 1 down. I wouldn't say against the run of play, but Castletown certainly not been outclassed. Watterson on the march, he's looking for options, nearly trying to release Peel, but not quite the ball that we wanted to be executed. Chatwood has now got a sense of what's required and releases Castaigne, who is number 3 playing up front, which is so confusing. I wish they wouldn't do that. So here we are. It's that point really in the game where Town need to just spread themselves out a little bit wider. I can see that there's a huge gap here right on my side, which is pretty vacant. Some words from the referee with Joel. So there we were. We thought it was one-way traffic for Castletown, but Foxdale have put a spanner in the works so far. And 1 goal to Chatwood, who is a very fancied player, no question about it. He's got a football brain, no question. He's impressive. FC Isle of Man playing today in the final against Lairds. I think it's like a divisional cup, a bit like what we're playing in now. So good luck to them and every best wish for their travels next year when they go up to another level and they'll be truly tested in the world of Northwest Regional Football. Let's hope they don't try and nick one of our players, if you know what I mean. I haven't seen Patty Quinney. Where is the chairman? I think that's the first opportunity that Danny Lane has really got close to the goal. Patty Lane thinking about it, getting into a forward position, which is good. Andy Ball, the keeper, just sending it down again. I think he's looking at that route one, isn't he? Because he knows that Chatwood is in the zone. Referee is looking at the linesman who signalled. So Callum not really going to find much action there. And bit of a danger area here now with Callum having to put the ball out. So say hello to all of the viewers today. Mo Radcliffe. What do you know, Mo? David trusts you. Paul Kamada, Connor Thompson, Robert Tier, Jordan Druitt, Jamie Whitlam, and Wendy Mann. Hello to all. Glad to welcome you to the Castletown Metropolitan Stadium for subscription-free live TV of the most mediocre quality. We'll try and get Edson up in the box. He did promise that he'd do that. But no, thanks for tuning in. It's always good to see that Castletown has got a following, and we had that adventure that finished up at the Bowl in the Cal Cup. Didn't quite go our way, but just think about it, that it was one player, it was Nathan Cardy, who sealed it for St George's. He sealed it for St George's, and he's one of the best players on the Isle of Man. You know, he's a real hopeful. Maybe for greater things in the future. Apart from that, we did really well, and the team pulled together, and to get through to a final is always a great achievement, especially the way we did it, the way we got there. The fun the players had and the skills they shared, and good memories and good experience all round. Let's see what we can get out of this, though. Let's not finish the season on a dreary home loss to our friends from Foxdale, who've come down. What do you call it? They've come down from the hills? Come down from like the top of Balamoda. It's a bit like that, isn't it? It's a bit like, you know, the Hicks have come into town. Would that be unfair? Am I doing Foxdale a disservice by saying that? Not exactly a local derby. We saved that for our mates from Maloo. But I do like Billy Goat Park. Great place to do the filming from. And the club is friendly, really. Got a good vibe. Like the little clubhouse that they've got there. And of course, Castletown Clubhouse is treated to, I think it's like a 42-inch TV from Colburn's. Oh, Callum is just forced into action. Good play from Watson. Danny Lane in the mix. Dispossessing the opposition. Oh, Costain active on that left flank and just forcing the referee to make a decision that went our way. Callum's just got to watch himself here. He's trying to release Lane into this vast acreage of space here. Fingal back to Lane. Lane 2 put under pressure. And all going a bit awry for the town. I think we need that half-time break, which must be coming up very soon. You might be able to hear that one of our Castletown Massive is just explaining to the lines official that perhaps there's been a few oversights on this side. Good play from Fingal. Lane is having a shot on goal and the keeper is put to the test a little. We need more of that. Bit of back and forth from Foxdale, making Watson work hard. Radcliffe is safe there. That Castain, who's swapped over to the other side, he's a very fluid player. There he is again, Castain just getting the better of Lane. Ball flighted over and there you go, that's it, easy as that. What about that? That's 2-0 Foxdale, and I don't think we did ourselves proud on that goal. Lane got sold as a left back by Castain. Ball floated over and was it Chatwood who just nodded it into an open net? He's the man, he's your danger man. We called it right from the start. But as we know, Foxdale gave away a 3-0 advantage in the crazy game that we were treated to the other week. And there is Lane through and it's cleared off the line. Good skills from Lane. It was like a Cobra Kai kung fu kick as the ball made its way almost into the back of the net. And not quite sure who the centre back is. I'll have a look. He looks like a bloke in his 40s. So, oh dear. And Tom Moore dispossessed, and Foxdale on a real break here and looking to extend the lead to 3, but it's put out for a corner. So who was that who saved it off the line? It was their number 6. Look to the sheet. Stephen Bettridge. Stephen Bettridge. Yep. He of Bettridgeville. What's it? Is it cars, carpets, windows? It could be anything. Signal going well so far. Any of you techie folk, we're on 25 frames per second with our bit rate flying perfectly. Nodded on from Fingal. Thompson, Edge, all in head tennis. Oh dear, Castain. Oh, I think that was a bit tight. It's having these referees, you know, if it was a normal club game where you just had one official, that would have been through. I'm not quite sure whether I like all the stopping and starting. Radcliffe giving Shearer the option to find a red shirt, but didn't happen. Claim for a bit of handball going on, but nothing coming to fruition there. I had a good chat with Aaron Collister. Azza managed to knock himself out at work, I think, this week. Crowbar, stitches. Big shiner. Let's make this Castletown team shine in the sun. Oh, the smell of a freshly mown meadow drifts across on the breeze, which is ironic because we're actually next to Great Meadow, aren't we? So there we go. That's half time. I'm going to nobble Eddie to get up in the box. There he is. He's over there. Let's see if we can get him up for a chat. Eddie. Thanks to our sponsors today. Hartford Homes. David Glover Upholstery. Total Build. Castle Cabs. And Flying Lessons Guy. Flight Training. No experience necessary, is it? I hope that's for the student, not the instructor. So, got a bit of aircraft action. Let's see what it's turns it. EasyJet. Flying overhead. See, the shadow flies over the field. There it is. See? There you go. Somebody will be zipping off for a weekend. Don't know where that one's going. Well, we'll just leave the camera running. Perhaps go and get a brew. Everyone's having a bit of a kick around. Have you spot anyone? Castletown Massive have come down for a spot of football at the half-time break. Right, so we'll just zip down, see if there's a brew handy, take me dirty cup back. Catch you soon. We're back. We're back, and it's second half resuming. Paul Henry Gold Cup. Castletown 2-0 down at half time. Not the kind of Saturday afternoon entertainment that we desire. Not at all. Lane. I think we've got one change at half time. Matty Lane off, injured, and Harry Hinks is on the field. So we're discussing the threat of Chatwood. There he is. Good save from Callum there. And that really is the threat, isn't it? Chatwood, he's just finding that bit of space, a second ahead of the Castletown back four, and that's him. Chatwood 2, Castletown 0. Nothing else, really. See, that's about it, really. That's a hopeful ball. Just it's going to find the keeper. There's a bit of wind behind now for Castletown attacking the western end. Let's talk about having a new fence or something put up. It's quite an uninspiring way to spend some money, but I guess it has to be done. Talk about the dugouts. Shall we relocate them? Again, it's all cost. For what benefit, we don't know. Good thing is, though, club's in good shape. Chatwood on the march, called offside. That was super tight. I don't think VAR would have picked the bones out of that one. Had a bit of half-time hospitality. A lot of people down here spoke to Matty Nicholson, golfer. Bit of a local John Rahm look-alike. Oh, hello. Radcliffe having a go on goal and hits the crossbar in the style of the crossbar challenge. Good effort, that. Where's he there? He's Radcliffe. He's always looking, inquiring, being creative. Excuse me. Had a bit of a pasty at half time. Looked like a bit of a homemade thing going on. I think I've inhaled one of the flakes in my nostril. Got a bit sneezy. It was quite tasty. Good play from Hinks. Nobody just in the right position. Shearer passing it to Lane. Lane, cheeky little heel. Is he going to put through? Is he going to... Oh dear, that was the chance, wasn't it? That really was the chance. Good skill though there. Bit of hope for the town. Lane was very good there. Fingal Watson has got some freedom on that left side. He's under pressure from two of the Foxdale players. Cuts it back. Lane is having a good run through. Lane is turbocharged at the moment. That was a good little session there for Castletown. Good to watch. So quite a good turnout today. Have a look around the ground. Little cafe was busy. Cups of tea, pasty. And the score is 2-0. Random ball bouncing around. Who's going to get the better of it? Watterson trying to put the ball away, but I think that was Santos. Was it the number 7? I think he's Portuguese. It's a pity he and Edson couldn't have a conversation today, but that match ban for Eddie and the flying tackle. Here we go. Tom Moore is looking to pick the ball. So the keeper's had a fair bit to do. Finding Chatwood and Ollie Shearer just getting the better. Shearer, Thompson. Danny Lane intercepted there, well read. Thompson, oh, just sliced it out of bounds. Yeah, I had a chat with Nicholson. He played at Castletown. His pal Robbie Casey is down watching today. Robbie Casey, he of Foxdale fame as the goalkeeper. Appears in the combination. Pretty handy on the course too. Plays at Peel. They had a lap at Castletown. So that bit of breeze is certainly pushing the ball into the Foxdale area. There's a 2-goal deficit. I'm kind of sensing that we could have some magic for you shortly with a red entry on the score. Ollie Edge. Oh, Ollie Edge. Giving it to Shearer, who's under pressure straight away from Chatwood. Chatwood is thinking about releasing Costain, but no problem for McLaughlin. Hinks is coming up with the ball. Just trying to find Fingal Watson. Watson there, just pushed in the back. Free kick to the town. The Red Army marches forward. So who's going to come up? There he is again. Just watch. Here he is. Here he is. I want to score a goal. I want to score a goal. I've had a week of fixing flipping furniture. 15-minute flat pack challenge. Radcliffe is heading into the box. Here he is. Come on, give us a goal. Here he is, our man. Let's see. Referee just taking a bit of time and keeps under pressure. Straight into the hands though, so no joy on that one. Yeah, interesting week in the old politics at the moment. You've been following that. If you want to write a good read of a horror story, you don't need Stephen King. None of that. Just read the Ranson Tribunal. Like something out of a political drama, or Only Fools and Horses, I don't know. play from Chatwood there. He just legged it up and pushes it across the goal. But Chatwood, he is good. He does feature a lot in the action from Foxdale. Radcliffe is looking for options. I don't know. I think just this hopeful punt into an action area. I think we need to get better than that at Castletown. Radcliffe apparently just gained a few extra yards, and that opportunity to float the ball in was kind of gone. I'm not quite sure what happened there, whether that's the right way to play. I think we need a bit of a systematic approach to these set pieces. We can't rely on this, hopeful punt and that one of the Castletown players is going to somehow pick it up. We've got to be a little bit more organised for that. Action from underneath the Hartford Homes tower. Hopeful goal for handball, but Costain to take the throw. He's going to be looking for Chatwood, isn't he? Just launch it down there. Why not? He's in loads of space. Castletown have fallen asleep, but he's just sliced out for a goal kick, so it's 2-0 down in this semi-final. Just remember, it's the end of the season for Castletown. They can hang up the boots and get fat over the summer, as they'll have a rest from training. So let's see what Castletown do. Let's just have a look at this. What have we got? So we're going to get Tom Moore, who is he can place it. We've got Radcliffe looking for options, but we do look ahead, and what have we actually got going? So it's just a float for Lane, and Hinks is there, and he's going to fire it to Fingal Watson. Hinks pushes it over, too high for Peel, and really it's all a little bit too predictable, isn't it, that play? I think we've got to be a little bit more organised there. I think there's a bit more to this game. I think we're going to have a shorter ball from the free kick, a bit of interplay, a bit of passing, and look at opening up this defence, because there's not many teams on the Isle of Man, certainly in the second division, that are truly organised. Lane looking to sneak through and sends the ball into the freshly cut meadow. Has the farmer been doing a first cut of silage for the summer? Have the conditions been perfect? Cows love silage, so we get the benefit of it. I guess through your dairy and your beef, locally produced, but that's the gorgeous thing about the Isle of Man. If we have more food with a local provenance, we'll be so much better off. Edge is having a good game today. I'm liking it. Oh dear, that was an opportunity there for Lane. Just didn't get to it quick enough. Bettridge just got the better of that, as he has done again. And there's a bit of a set to, and the referee calls a foul. Here we are. So it's 2-0 2-0, and we are 10 minutes in. Potentially only half an hour to go of Castletown season. Oh, McLaughlin just fingers it away, out for a corner, hurts himself as well. Oh dear, that's sore. Never complains, does Callum, just gets on with it. Great man, a great attitude. All round top bloke, one of our great club men in this 2021-22 season. So corner for Foxdale. They're going to go for the shorter option. Shearer is just on guard as Castaigne is going to take him on now. And that was a simple play from Castletown, from Foxdale, and there we go. They've managed to call a penalty. Who's stepping up there? Kevin Pullman. Well, Kevin Pullman is teeing up the ball. Is this going to be an express train to victory for Foxdale? Let's see. Lovely penalty, well done. Time to alter the scoreboard. Oh, hate doing that. Hate doing that, especially when it's 3-0, the deficit. And Castletown are thinking of booking their summer holidays a week early. So tough all game for Castletown today. With Miss Gell, Edson, Shearer huffing and puffing as he's found lane for the head on, but no avail. Edge gathering possession and some good effort going in there from the town. But yeah, it could be the end of the season. The end of your subscription-free live TV football service from the Castletown Metropolitan Stadium, brought to you from the Hartford Homes Tower, as Castaigne is just pushing the ball across the goal, and Chatwood there manages to stop it going out. And there we go. Hinks. The only option is a corner for Foxdale. So yeah, we're going to be trying out something new over TT. It should be fun with the camera. I'll tell you about that in a minute as Chatwood puts one over the bar. Going to be doing a bit of TT stuff with one of the racing teams, which should be a bit of fun. So if you follow us on Twitter, Jed Power, there'll be links on that. Something quite innovative, a bit different, because the bikes are here. The bikes are here next weekend. Hasn't it come round so quick? We haven't had a TT for 2 years anyway. So, dust your leathers down, get your Bushies t-shirt back on. Probably doesn't fit anymore though, does it? Head down to Douglas. I tell you what though, like, I don't know whether they've been following the stuff about the bus service. Tom Moore floating over. Radcliffe picking the ball up, he's looking for options. Is Thompson going to have a rocket? Oh. Yeah, the bus service, I don't know whether they'll be following that. Bus service is cancelled every day here, there and everywhere, and we've got 40,000 people coming to the fortnight of motorcycle mayhem, and the majority of them are going to need shipping around. There's only 16,000 motorbikes allowed during the TT period. A lot are coming in through the airport on the boat as foot passengers. So what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Castaigne 3 and 3 Chatwood, they're calling for offside. Yeah, what is going to happen? Because are we going to be able to ship these people around? We've got 15%. Oh, it was played by Hinks. Did you see that? Lane a 1-2 with Peel, and we've got a free kick. Yeah. So we've got 15% at least less taxi drivers. And then, get this, we're going to have the biggest music festival for years on Loch Prom, the 1886 Fest, which is a fantastic lineup, absolutely fantastic lineup, groundbreaking. And so it's next to the main road there, the promenade, beautifully restored, of course, with those. Oh, here we go. Have we got an option? Shearer put through? No. Beautifully restored Victorian promenade, seawall, kind of with that rustic, knackered look to it. Then, of course, we've got the natural seeding of the what are they like? What are they called? It's like those beds of weeds, really, that they've got just down there, where the horse tram is never going to go. So we've got this massive music festival. Thousands of people are going to be spilling out at 11 o'clock after. Castaigne is looking for options. Chatwood through. Caught offside. So I don't know, you got like 4,000 people coming out after bopping around to Le Freak, Mr. Chic, Nile Rodgers, who's going to be doing a turn. I do hear, I mean, he's getting on a bit, is Niles. Absolute legend on the music scene if you're of that certain age. I do hear that he needs to have a special bed backstage because he gets tired. No harm in that. Great that he's coming to the Isle of Man. Oh, Radcliffe there showing skills. Releasing Tom Moore. Tom Moore is just pushing the ball down the byline. Is he going to get it through to Lane or not quite, but a breath of fresh air blown onto the game now. Yes, we've got all these thousands of people coming out on the prom 11 o'clock at night. How are they going to get home? You can't even park on the prom anywhere. There's no room. We've lost a load of spaces unless you've got an electric car or a disabled badge. Absolutely blooming bonkers. Oh, we've got a corner. Yeah, so that's going to be your story. That's going to be your story for TT. Mark my words, it's transport and hospitality. Because, of course, there's a shortage of bar staff. And I'm hearing that one of the big entertainment establishments is offering £14 an hour pay for pulling pints. How about that? Danny Lane, you're in my ears and in my eyes. Hasn't stopped running all season. What a guy. Always in the fast lane. We're 3-0 down. And it's all looking like the suitcases are getting packed. The sun cream is getting stored. Castletown are going on their holidays as the season has only got a short time to go. Good play from Ollie Shearer. Had a great season. Absolute storming season. Foxdale on the break again, and Castletown is on the march. There we go. So a bit of a free kick opportunity for the visitors to really put the boot in. So it's number 11. That is Jason Charmer stepping up, and he's got to be thinking about having a pop on goal. About a penalty. He's just a few steps away from that. Oof, and just deflected over the bar. Just having a quick look at the camera here. I must read the instruction manual sometimes. Every time I look at it, I find a new button. I just wonder what it's going to do. Laying on the ball. Fingal Watson just losing it, but Radcliffe picks up the pieces like he picks up a spare nut or a spare bolt. Watson. Thompson, is he going to have another crack at that? Skies it over the bar. So we've still got 3. What time is it? 5 to 3. We started at 1:30. 2:15. 2:30. So we've played for about 25 minutes. So we've got another 20 minutes of torture, possibly, before this game ends. We do miss you, Gel. We miss you, Edson. Could just do with you coming on now. We're not quite sure what's happening with the bench. Not quite sure where Ben Shaw is. Bit of a tussle there between Castletown and Peel. I think there's only Callum really who's sensing the urgency that really the season is on its last legs. Not this guy. Oh, Radcliffe. Flighted ball just... Oh, dear, dear, dear. Foxdale. Well, they're just cruising to victory, cruising to a final of this Paul Henry Gold Cup. Oh dear, dear, dear. Tired legs from Shearer there. He's had a tough job today. Always keen on the forward press. And having to cover things in this right back position. Doesn't stop. Castletown just given a bit of space from a simple throw in. Chatwood there, is he going to be looking for a penalty on the turn, but Hinks collects the ball. Lane just not quite getting that. Oh dear, dear, dear. Okay, referee, Oh. Oh, hello. Oh. Well, I'm not quite sure whether you witnessed that potential atrocity on the field of play, and the referee has shown the red card to Lane. I think the severity of that tackle was actually measured by the amount of turf that was thrown up as the, should we call it the engagement, just took place. Bit of a surprise there. I think Lane puts 100% effort in. There's no malice, of course, involved, but he just went for the ball and went a bit too hard, and that's it. He's taking a shower already. And of course, you know they get fined for a red card. It's about 35 quid. I didn't know it was that much, but there you go. Oh, hello, we got a bit of fancy dress turned up. Let's see what's happened here. What's gone on here? Hang on, let's just... Bit of fancy dress there. Not quite sure what it is. There's a jockey. And... Is it a jockey? Two jockeys? Oh, hang on. What are them yellow... What's the outfit there? It's off a film, innit? Oh, if you can help us, just let us know, will you? Oh, the ball's up there now, so we can justify... yeah, let's go right in on that. So if you got any... Is it like a Disney film or something? We've got a cowboy in there. We've got a nun, maybe? Oh, God, I can see it now. If you can give us a hand with that one. What is the fancy dress? The guys in like the dungarees and the yellow. It's off a film, innit? Disney film? Pixar, maybe? Is that it? Might as well get something out of this game, this transmission. Because we've got very little to show. We've got 0 shot scores on the sheet. Not even a goal. And our hitman, Danny Lane, is taking a shower. So lots of questions for Gary and Aaron. Can't see Gary being too impressed. Mind you, I can never tell when he is impressed. So substitutions for Foxdale. Castletown down to 10 men. 3-goal deficit. And throw to Foxdale on the halfway line. Oh, Thompson, good play. Callow looking to find some hope ahead, but there's nobody there. It's got Ollie Edge on the front low. Chetwood, though, is kind of taking an afternoon stroll in Castletown. Why not just pop down to Castletown Metropolitan Stadium on a Saturday afternoon and you'll find wide open spaces. It's called the Castletown Defence. They're in holiday mode now, and the score goes to 4. We don't want any more. Chatwood, his third easiest goal of the day. Oh, and Joel on the deck. Bit of cramp. Maybe he's had enough. I don't want to be part of this shit show of a game. Let's call it a day. Ref, blow now, we'll give it to him. Let's go back to the fancy dress, that's more interesting. What have we got here? What have we got? Got a nun. What are these guys in the yellow? Is it like Monsters Inc. or something? Or something like that. It's not... Obviously they're not Oompa Loompas, I know that, but it's that kind of thing, innit? I always love that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. With Gene Wilder, of course. Not the... who's the other guy? Was it Johnny Depp? God. I think that would be Charlie in the Cocaine Factory. No. There we go, the Foxdale Massive now. Populating that touchline over there, over the far side. Just give a shout out to Castle Cabs. If you're booking your transport, book early, I tell you. Everyone's after a ride home these days. Book early. Because you never know, your bus service might not be running. Oh, Chatwood's there. He's just languid is the word for Chatwood, isn't he? Languid. Just strolling along. Big thanks to our officials today. James Cherry. Interesting character, isn't it? Oh my word, what's happened there? It's a bit of a back pass nightmare and... oh dear. Oh my word. So... oh no, is it? Is it a goal? What's happening here? They call it, yeah, it's a goal. And I think the life has been sucked out of this game. As Castletown are 5-0 down, and I think that was the scoreline when they visited here in the league all those months ago in the cold weather when we just started off filming the games. But I'm sorry, your Saturday afternoon has been spoilt with a lacklustre performance from the red team. Who maybe, let's face it, they've been playing a few games every week. Quite a bit of pressure. Final last week for the Cal Cup players. And perhaps, just perhaps, we can just reflect on this game and have a think. Have a think about how we prepare for games, how we warm up, what we're doing. Have a think about discipline. Have we got to perhaps work on a few things when we come back to training? Less of that hopeful punt that seems to form a lot of our game. Let's play it along the floor. Let's try and emulate some of those First Division sides when we played St George's in the Cal Cup. The class certainly showed where there was a lot quicker movement on the floor. Shearer going for the Dennis Bergkamp, won the goal. Not quite happening today. Oh, here we go. Ooh. That spared us number 6. Oh, Ollie Edge. And... oh gosh, the ball is pinging around like I don't know what. Oh my word. That would have been an absolute corker of a goal. Just the referee called it offside. Oh. A little bit of frivolity. Bit of kicking going on. So we've got the Castletown team getting a bit of a hiding now. I think even the Foxdale fans popped down in a fancy dress unit. We'll be on the pop in Castletown, no doubt, and round the town, Union, George, Bluey, down to the sidings and in the cells. Oh, good play there, good interception from Watson, putting the effort in. As we've seen, some good news with Fingal and his partner Hannah. He's been putting the effort in somewhere else, but Callow is just saving this desperate game. And really, if the referee could blow now, that would be much welcomed. They've certainly played some good football, but I think the inference really is that Castletown have switched off for the season. Just remember to clean your boots, boys, when you get them on again in a couple of months' time. It's nice to just step into clean footwear for a new season ahead. Are they going to be looking for another goal? How's about that? Lovely. Thought the camera work was pretty good on that one as well, for a change. So who's that there? Number 9. Who's the number 9? Look down the list. Charlie Harrison. Oh, has he got the Jack Grealish kind of hairband thing going on? Never mind. It's half a dozen. It's 6-0. There we go. Hopeful punt up the field. Bit of kicking around. Bit of skill. Nothing happening. Possession goes to the opposition. And it starts again. Callow, solid as ever. Like a machine, isn't he? Certainly in the broadcasting side of things, where you get to see these players from above, week in, week out, it is a different view up here than what you get from the touchline. You do get to see the effectiveness of the players and their impact on the game. And there's no question that Callow has been, in my opinion, highly consistent. Highly consistent, steady, safe pair of hands. And he's going to be put to the test here. Oh, Chatwood just picking the ball up. Nope. They're just enjoying themselves. Yeah, Callow has been good positional player. All the players have put the effort in. We know that. Oh, Radcliffe there, just exerting just a little bit too much. Perhaps he's getting a little bit frustrated. But your season's been great, fella. Good influence on the side. Seems to motivate players around him. That's good. That's what we like. Give players some belief. Oh. There we go. That is it. That is it, folks. That is the season over. We're going to let the grass grow. The tents will be all over the field at TT. All that malarkey starts next week. Bit of Southern 100 going on. Check out your road closures. Just remember when you're trying to get somewhere last minute and you think, oh dear God, I forgot about that. So it's worth just bear that in mind. We'll keep you up to date with the Castletown Facebook page, which Nigel is going to be keeping close tabs on that. New season, could have some new faces, some new players, who knows? That's what happens. They'll be gravitating towards a club where it's all happening, and that's Castletown. So we'll wrap it up for the season. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's all been a new experience with new kit, new equipment, finding the way, trying to keep you occupied and entertained for an hour and a half. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. But thank you to Hartford Homes for providing the tower, to the Castletown team, putting the effort in, 100%, the officials, the club, those people are the backbone of what happens at the Castletown Metropolitan Stadium, because the grass needs cutting, the tea needs serving, the beer needs sharing out. That's what makes the club. So if you want to get involved, please pop down. Every little helps. So thanks to the sponsors, thank you everyone, and we'll sign off and we'll hopefully start again when we're back on the field of play. So from me, Jed, adios.